So there's been some rumors going around, just whispers on the forums that the devs have actually fixed, or well, they've done something to the AAA in Sim. If you didn't know, the AAA in Sim was absolutely god awful. You could not work with it at all. You can't ground attack if you didn't have like a what is it, that TL pod that the Harrier gets or whatever like that. You couldn't really do ground attack because you just get shot out of the sky, especially on Afghanistan. But apparently they've actually fixed that a little bit, and I've tried this yesterday, and it does seem like, at least if you're fast, if you're speedy, it does seem like the autocannons do actually miss you a lot now, and you don't just get shot out the sky instantly. You do still get shot. Oh, hello, what's that? Okay. You do still get shot. Don't get me wrong. They're still very very dangerous, but it's not like an instant death anymore, right? So they miss a lot more. So what will generally happen is you'll come in and they'll start shooting at you, and then it gives you like a 10-second window of before you need to get out of that area, if that makes sense. I don't know. Hopefully you'll see what I mean. So we're gonna try this out. I've got some. Well, first of all, I'm in the Israeli A4N today, which, if you don't know, it may say it's an A4. It may look like an A4, but this thing is not an A4. It is a completely different aircraft. The thrust on this thing is, and it's incredible. It's like, and it feels like it has twice the amount of thrust. It doesn't feel like an A4 at all. It's really good aircraft. I mean, it gets two. I've got two AIM-9Ds as well. We can also add another two Shafir 2s on top of those. Shafir 2s are like the Israeli miss. I don't know how to describe them. A lot of people sort of compare them to AIM-9Ds. They're not. They don't have the range, but they do have like a 15 GT, 15 GT. I can't speak today. A 15G G tolerance. They don't quite have the range of the AIM-9D, but they're really good missiles for the tier. By the way, this thing is 9.3, so you get two AIM-9Ds and two 15G missiles at 9.3. That's pretty amazing. We've also got 3 Mavericks on board and 2 GBU walleyes, or whatever they're called, the TV guided bombs. We don't get a targeting pod or anything like that, but we're going to try this out. We can see the ground battle over there. We are on Vietnam, if you have not noticed, and I think Vietnam's generally been one of those maps where the AAA hasn't been as militant, I'm gonna say, as militant or whatever. So this is me trying to use fancy words. I'm gonna see how this works. I've tried, like I said, I've tried this a little bit yesterday. On Stalingrad, you can get this to work, and I'm hoping I can make a video out of this so this goes well enough. So we see the little not convoy, we see the ground targets over there. I'm going to use thing to stabilize. That looks like okay. So I've got that locked. That looked like a Falcon. Okay, bombs away. And bombs away. Pull off, stay off. So we're not even getting targeted or anything like that. They're not shooting. Okay, now they're shooting at us. So they're getting close to us, but they're not hitting us. There's one, and there's two. Awesome. So that works, and we're at 10,000 feet now. But they weren't. They weren't hitting us. I don't think we even got any like radar pings, or we got pings, but we didn't get spiked or anything like that, which is something that they used to do. I'm also sitting a little bit further away from my microphone, so hopefully it doesn't pick up a lot of the like sort of undesirable sounds. I'm gonna say. Right, I am gonna give myself a bit of a run up still, because I don't want to get too close to these guys. Oh, team's just dying over there. Yes. Alright, that should be enough. So I've got the 3 Mavericks left. I've got the 3 Mavericks left now. I'm gonna go off the throttle, and we'll see if this works. So there's something down there. I think that's AA. fire those two off. The good thing is, I don't know if you saw it there, but the that's one down. Two down. Dude, those are sit-down 25s as well. They're like the most, in my experience, they've been the most dangerous. They're the ones that have like generally shot me down, because I think they're, I don't know, I don't play tanks, but I think they're the ones that have like the radar gun sight or whatever. So yeah, the radar, like the lead indicator or whatever. Right, so I've got one Maverick left. We're gonna turn around. I'm gonna see if I can just get like, if I can go for 5 for 5. Okay, line it up. I'm using the button I'm using to stabilize this camera, by the way, is the designate target point button. Oh, there's a Falcon over there. We'll get that. See, you see the dot there? That's not a Falcon. This is the A35. Same with the big like arm on top of it. Oh my god. Okay, they're actually getting quite close. Yeah, I did get him though. Awesome, and there's something that looks Russian. Okay, never mind. He just decked it. Alright. So I think before I go back, I'm going to go for the A point and see if I can't help out our team. Oh my god! I didn't realise I was flying directly over the point. Okay. So we are damaged. They did hit us, but I'm still. It still flies, and I have control. Do I have rudder control? Yes, I have rudder control. Okay, and the engine's not damaged. I can get back on this, so it's not a problem. So even when they do hit you, it's not just like an instant death now. It seems. And when I was testing this out yesterday, I had this like a few times as well. It's like they'll hit you, but they'll damage you, right? And the A4 isn't a very big aircraft. It's not very tanky or anything like that. Generally, you hit the thing once and it goes down. But with this, with the AA now, it actually gives you a chance, you know. And it, yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I have like, what do I have? I have 5 ground unit kills, right? The way it is right now, I actually quite like it. I actually quite like this. I do, because it's a little bit dull if the ground doesn't shoot back at you, right? Because it's just easy and there's no like sort of challenge to it at all or whatever, apart from finding them. But you can't make it so difficult to where you only have like a handful of planes that can actually deal with ground units, right? Because then it's no fun, because then you're always flying the same planes, and also if you're flying like Russia, for instance, which doesn't actually get a lot of these like sort of TV guided or smart weapons or whatever like that, or you know, cameras with a bunch of zoom in it, it makes it near impossible to actually deal with ground units, as I found out. I mean, if you've watched the SU-25 video that I've done on Afghanistan, it's horrible. I mean, you can't even get close to the convoys on that. Judging, you know, if you take into account how hard they actually are to spot and how close you need to be and stuff like that, and how the laser guided missiles work on that plane, it doesn't work. You can't do it. So I'm actually quite glad that they've toned it down a little bit, and I think this is in a really good place now. It's not. It's how do I say? It's not easy. I mean, it's easy enough if you sort of maintain a safe distance. If you pay attention, you can get through it without dying, right? But if you just fly right up to them, yeah, they are going to shoot you down. Oh no! Oh no! 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 That was a bit embarrassing. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to take. What am I going to take? I'm going to keep the Mavericks because I quite like them, but I'm going to take these 2,000-pound bombs just because I want to see if it's actually possible to. We'll go for this one, just because I want to see if it is actually possible to just, you know, use dumb weapons on these guys. So I've got 3 Mavericks. I'm going to try and take out as many AA as I can, but obviously there's more than 3 AAA units there. So I'm gonna see how this goes, and then at the end we'll see if the bombs actually work. Ah, okay, yep, hit it. Ooh, what's that? That's a Harrier. Harriers are friendly. But as I was saying, yeah, the reason I'm actually using the A4N for this as well. Yeah, so the reason I'm using the A4N for this is because it doesn't get a targeting pod, so you actually have to use the like this like little TV camera here, because one thing I'm really looking forward to is actually the Chinese F-16 or the Taiwanese F-16. I'm probably not going to be grinding out the American one just off the start, because I think the matchmaker's going to just be broken again. Are those going to hit? Yep. Because I think it's going to break the matchmaker again. Everyone's going to go for the American F-16 over the MiG-29. It's going to be, you're not going to find any American games, just like it was when the F-14 came out. Maybe it won't be as bad as when the F-14 came out, because that was pretty terrible, but yeah. So I think it's just if I go for the Chinese one. Also, I think the Chinese one is it's the MLU, isn't it? Which I'm pretty sure in real life MLU stands for midlife upgrade, I think. And I believe it was basically brought up to the Block 30 standard, which gets a targeting pod. So I think the one we have in game, I've heard, might be a Block 20. I'm not sure, but even the Block 20, I mean, that was the first F-16 that actually got a targeting pod. So I'm hoping that we are gonna get one. I haven't. Hang on, that's not tracking him. Okay. I'm hoping we're going to get a targeting pod. I haven't seen one on the dev server. And if we don't get one, alright, fair enough. But that's kind of why I'm trying to use these like TV guided weapons here, and the actual camera on the TV guided weapons, just so I can get used to it. Because obviously the targeting pod's got a lot better camera. You can use Mavericks in targeting pods. Like if you play stuff like Harrier or whatever, you will know this. And I've always struggled historically with these types of weapons, but because I've been playing the Harrier so much, I decided to give it another go, and it actually seems to be working. So it's all just about like figuring out the correct button binds and stuff like that. And by the way, I will also be making a control guide video at some point. Because so many people have asked me about it, like what controls I use and stuff like that. If you didn't know, I play this on an Xbox, which means I obviously use an Xbox controller with a chat pad connected to it. If you don't know what chat pad is, it's like a little keyboard that you can buy for like 30 euros, and you plug it into the bottom of your controller, and you can actually assign buttons to it. So that's actually, it's really helpful, especially with like all the buttons that this game gives you, like all the different radar controls and stuff like that, with like the little miscellaneous stuff like landing gear and then like canopy, closing your canopy and stuff like that. You can just assign all that to the chat pad. So we're back to the game now. I'm gonna try and spot some targets. I'm seeing a lot of flashes, but I don't actually. Whatever. I'm gonna. So this thing does get a ballistic computer. Okay, this is going to be interesting, because I think these guys are actually moving as well. So put air brakes out, throttle to 0. There's a flash right there. Bombs away. Huh. Fantastic. Yeah, so by the way, that wasn't actually the AAA that shot me down. It was just me being stupid and ripping my wings, because I pulled up at full force with my air brakes out, and obviously the A4 does not like doing that. So yeah, that was completely my bad. I'm still getting kind of used to flying this thing, to be honest. I've only flown it like once. But it does look, okay, I know I kind of missed my shot there, but it does look like you can use dumb weapons again. Like, maybe? I don't know. We'll try it again now. Obviously that was kind of I know like I said, I missed my target, but yeah, I don't know, it's looking good. It's looking good. Right, so we'll select the AGMs. Alright, so this thing doesn't get like a zoom function or anything, unfortunately. So we're kind of stuck. I hope that was within range. Should be. Right, so that should work. One down. 3 down, and I think that's a C-25. Yeah, but you see, he's flying directly. Oh my, Jesus Christ. Right, so there's still AAA down there. But you see, he's flying directly over the battlefield, and he's not getting shot at by AA, so I don't know. He obviously just took it all out. So there must be a way of doing it. I've lost him. I don't know where he is now. Just gonna hope he doesn't see me. What's that? There's a little dot back there. Hopefully he's just way too focused on actually, killing the ground units. He doesn't actually notice me. I do need to be careful though, because he gets all aspect R60s. So I mean, I've got flares actually. I could just flare them off, but I have to see them first, so I've got to pay attention. Right. Oh, there he is. Okay, I'm gonna kill him first before we get to the ground attack in.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
That was my phone. Okay. Oh my god.
Attack hostile troops.
This thing is so heavy with the bombs on. Alright, so this should work. Come on. God, it's such a wobbly plane, this.
Awesome.
There we go. Let's track him. Right. So, ballistic computer on. And back up we go. So we need to go spot some tanks, hopefully. I mean, I don't know. Earlier when we pulled up to get a top-down view on that Su-25, it looked like there was only one thing shooting at me. Look, there's something else. That looks like a triangle. I don't know if triangles are on our team or not. But yeah, so I've got to find it. Finding the damn things is so difficult in Afghanistan just because of the ground texture. Alright, I saw like a little flash down there. We'll try and go for that. Oh yeah, I see him. Probably won't be able to see him on the video. Bombs away. I'm already getting shot at. No, 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 no. Yes. Okay, there comes the AA. I wonder if we can shoot the AA. Yeah, because I actually see him over there. I wonder if we can get him. So I've got to remember he's on the edge of that like black bit down there, like the darker coloured ground. Okay. Yep, I still see him down there. So I'm gonna try and go for like a top-down view, just because it delays their targeting a little bit or something. I don't know. I think maybe, hopefully. Okay.
Attention to the designated grid square. On me.
There he is.
Attention to the
Comes
designated
away.
grid square.
Air brake in. Oh, he's shooting at me. No! It wasn't the AA. It's a tank that I hit. Oh, damn it. Alright, okay. Right, I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna... Yeah. I'm gonna keep... Okay, so I'm gonna keep the loadout that I have. I think it would be easier if I had the wall eyes, but I do want to test this, so we're gonna keep the 2 dumb bombs on there. I'm gonna keep the Mavericks just because I like using Mavericks. But yeah, no, this is... I don't know, this actually seems doable. I think also when we're... Oh no, the ground unit, the ground push point thing disappeared. Huh. Crap. Okay, so I left the A point actually for a brief second because I want to see if I can get this AAA here. You see, there he is. Oh no, oh, I'm way too close. That was so stupid. Why did I do that? Oh my god, he's still... Oh my god, oh my god, okay. Right, so a little bit of post-commentary here. In conclusion, it does seem like they've actually fixed the AAA. It's still, don't get me wrong, it's still very powerful, and you should still be very careful when you do ground attack stuff, especially with dumb weapons, because you generally need to get quite close for those. But as long as you keep your speed up, I'm talking like 500-600 knots, and you have a ballistic computer so you can keep a little bit of distance, you should be able to consistently get ground kills now without getting shot out of the sky instantly. If you've been putting this off for the last like month or two because you know you've tried it and you just end up dying or getting shot out of the sky by SIDAMs, definitely try this again now. It is worth it, and it's a lot of fun. Also, feel free to join our Squadron Discord in the description. We specifically have a community section on there for people that are looking for wingmen, or more specifically people to play sim with. So we have about, I think, 100 members in the Discord now. So it's usually quite active around the American time zone, so I'm hoping to get a few more Europeans in there, but you know, that's just the way things are sometimes. And yeah, thank you very much for watching the video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time as well.